you find yourself with a, Dissolution of Flesh, a Void Forge, a couple of pair of Kelm's gloves, definitely would recommend checking it out. It looks like my life is getting so tremendously low, but I'm never actually dying. Look at that little skeleton go. Man, what a little shitter. This guy is insane looking. I mean, there's a lot going on, a lot to digest here. Hey guys, I'm Matt Lighty, and in this video, you're gonna come along with me on an adventure as we both build. Oh, he's on the move. Oh, he's got two. There's a second one. Play them bones. You're gonna come with me as I build Rage Vortex and explore it a little bit in this episode. Rage Vortex is a build I've been infatuated with and enamored with from a distance. Haven't actually got a chance to check it out myself because I never had what I considered non-negotiable prerequisites. Now, having non-negotiable prerequisites, especially as a solo self-on player, is 100% a healthy thing, but also that comes with the responsibility of knowing that you may never acquire all of them, and if you're okay with that, and the build might not exist after that point, you're okay with it. Now, what do I mean by non-negotiable prerequisites? So this is my list of things in Rage Vortex that I basically wouldn't want to start the build without. That's what it means. So you have a Void Forge. Buffed Void Forge is super, super strong. I wouldn't want to start the build without at least having buffed Void Forge. Calm Spirits, my fellow Team +1 teammate, Iron Wild's gloves he made. Calm Spirits, another non-negotiable. Bear's Girdle. This one is interesting because it's a non-negotiable for this build. However, if I had a Mage Blood or a Headhunter, yeah, I'd probably use those instead. But Bear's Girdle, just to clarify, this is acquired from Uber Elder. Although in SSF, you're probably better off farming out the div card for it off of Beachheads from Harbinger. Calm Spirits is just a base game drop. You'll get them eventually, Ancient Orb them, use Bestiaries, whatever. Bear's Girdle drops off of, the bear boss from Harvest, so kill him enough, no problemo there. Interrogation, small cluster jewel, adds the Secret of Suffering, which is the alternate modality of the elemental ailment statuses. Shock becomes sap, you have freeze and chill becomes brittle, yada yada yada. That's easily farmable off of Delirium bosses. And then you have Awakened Elemental Damage with attacks. Now, what does this actually give you? Awakened Gems are fairly easy to farm, especially given the infinite Sextant farming method currently for Conquerors and Cirrus running. But the main thing is it makes it so when the gem itself is level 5, your damage can't be reflected, because all you do is elemental damage. Check back with Void Forge. All you do is elemental damage. Can't be reflected. What this means is you could do Alkin Go mapping. Don't even have to look at your maps. That's the level of comfy that I would personally want. Anomalous Rage Vortex. Now what this does is increases the speed in which your rage storms move. Massive quality of life difference. Is it required to play the build? No. Is a lot of those things? No, but for me it was a non-negotiable. And of all qualities, it's actually a pretty easy one to get. They all have similar weighting. You could toss primer gradings onto it or just find it. All of them have 50 weighting. Superior, Divergent, Anomalous, all 50 weighting. Not too hard to get. Finally, the Helm Enchant. This one you could probably play without, because getting Helm Enchants is fucking terrible, and if you want to do a bunch of lab, you can, or if you're in trade, you just buy it. Maybe you'll find one, but this is something you could just farm out. But these things, I would not live life without. And granted, you could start the build with these 4 things, and farm out things 5, 6, and 7, but in total, they form the non-negotiables. Now, if we're on PoE Ninja, we type in Sanctum, and we start filling out our pile here. You'll kind of start to see, we can actually skip Bear's Girdle again because of the Mage Blood thing, but you'll kind of start to see, oh, I missed one. I missed Dissolution of Flesh. That's also on the list. Well, Dissolution of Flesh I'd also run. That's kind of a big one. Oh yeah, Bear's Girdle. I think we're pretty much there. Void Forge, Calm Spirit, Interrogation, Dissolution, Bear's Girdle. Seems good. It's a Berserker build, obviously. Anomalous Rage Vortex. Yeah, these guys know what's up. So these are all the people playing it in Trade League. Tooltip is, kind of whatever. And there's a lot of little nuggets of knowledge here. Why play the build? Well, it's a comfy build. It's effectively a low input build. It's a Berserker, so you move fast. Kind of a little bit of a one-button build in a way. You automate a lot of the processes. You can do cries on left click. You have marks on hit. You run high aura count, totems for single target. There's a lot of comfy with it. Build itself, your main form of defense is the fact you have like fucking 9k life and a bunch of armor. That's kind of fun. Flesh and Flames for additional damage is there. And a lot of your gear is rare, I would say, a large chunk of it. Which means easy to res cap, easy to chaos cap. You'll see some deviation between people doing it. A lot of people do like to nestle in grand spectrums into the large and medium setups. That's fine too. Watcher's Eyes for both precision and vitality. That's cool as well. You got some wiggle. Abyssus, I think, is a little bit bait. Although you'll see people running it, I don't think it's worthwhile. Damage really isn't your problem. Probably also the only build in the game that runs Bloodlust? Bloodthirst? Might be Blood... Rage also? There's strange things going on. But I digress. So I want to make this build in Standard because I haven't found any of the things in League, and nothing I'm doing in League will lead me to finding most of these things anymore. So I'm going to build it in Standard, and you get to come along for the ride. Step 1 is a Berserker. I have a level 98 and 63% Berserker. This boy is not naked. Like a young Kevin Spacey. We have to make this boy naked. I don't know what secondary gems I need, so for a lot of these things, I'm just going to take them all out and we'll kind of reassess after we have my base uniques on. Okay, so reassessing. Void Forge, let's start there. Don't think my Void Forge was 6-linked I even have. That's Starforge. No, it wasn't. I have many div cards for it. Okay. Oof, that's an old brass dome. Disgusting. If you divine it, does it become a new brass dome? It does not. I have to 6-link this thing. I guess we're gonna be in a little bit of a predicament here. Can make more jewelers for alterations. I should unlock my mouse. I love an unlocked mouse wheel. What a fucking joy it is. Surprised I haven't been kicked for performing too many yet. Oh, there we go. Nice. And the colors I need for the weapon. The weapons. Okay, so if it's my main. Oh, actually, it's the same. It looks like for both. Okay, I need the bottom 4 to go 4 red. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, that's the same odds. Wow, that's gotta be unlikely. There we go. Okay. Moving on to fusing. So this should hopefully not take forever. I have 2,600 fusing. Probably with more in the div cards. Well, I could just guarantee it. Still surprised I haven't been kicked out for... Oh, okay. I don't really have all day, so let's just 6-link it and move on with life. Cool beans. Okay, Void Forge on. Look at that. Hey. We got a purple sword now. Now we're gaming. Okay, what's next? Calm Spirits. These are the gloves. Do I have these in Standard? I do. Okay. Boom. Those are on. Whoa. Oh, that's right. I'm generating rage passively. That's what these do. Okay. Next up is Bear's Girdle. I could just run a Mage Blood, but let's just, for the sake of whatever, we'll use a Bear's Girdle like a normal plebeian child. Okay. Interrogation. I must have extra interrogations. There's one. There's one. I have a Corrupting Blood one. Let's use that one. Awakened, added, so Wed. I have that somewhere. Boom. Awakened Wed. Yes. I don't have the alt quality Rage Vortex. That I know. I don't have the Helm enchant. So those are 2 things I'm going to have to get eventually. I'm regular berserking. I'm also running Rage, Trinity, crit damage, Bloodthirst. Crit damage support. I've got one of those as well. I can't pop it in because my stats at the moment. I legit do not have a Bloodthirst. Because who the fuck uses Bloodthirst, I guess. Might as well make it 20 quality on our way here. I know I don't have the right Rage Vortex. I currently have Divergent. So we'll have to get the Anomalous one, which shouldn't be too difficult. That's the gist of it. It's already happening. Look at that. Boom. 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 Okay, Dissolution of Flesh. Could be. There we go. Let's see if we can get close to a 30 here. 26, 21, 22. There we go. Perfect roll. The mark setup. Assassin's Mark. Divergent Assassin's Mark. Anomalous. Sorry, what? Divergent Mark on hit. Anomalous Assassin's Mark. Life tap. That's a mouthful. Okay, there's that setup done. Precision, Vitality, Arrogance, Petrified Blood. Petrified Blood. Precision, Vitality. And there's my Arrogance. Need Herald of Purity also. That goes in the same, link that these are going to go in. For boots, I'm pretty sure I just want like movement speed, life, armor, res, that kind of vibe. These probably seem good. Tri-res, Life movement speed seems fine. Green, blue, red, red. This tree was for before the old Omni Lightning Strike build. I'm not gonna say the build's dead, but yeah, it's definitely you know, the ex-wives are coming out of the fucking woodworks. This is gonna reset my refund. I have no idea why you. An interrogation here too. The tree is very standard, like melee slap boy tree. That's the best way I would describe it. This build does run Eternal Youth. Because our life regen is already applying to rage, doesn't really matter too much, and the leech is kind of whatever, so we're actually applying the ES recharge, which we would passively get to put in instead. It's a kind of little neat workaround, especially when linked with Dissolution of Flesh and Petrified Blood. It's like pre-allocating a portion of our damage taken to our life pool anyway, so neat little combo. I would say it's one of the few builds, but you do take the entire rage wheel because, you know, rage. Most people do pick up the 3% chance to triple damage. It seems goofy, but like actually on average it's very much worth the points. Crit mastery for non-damaging elements is actually fantastic. Makes your, well, non-damaging elements have a much higher effect. I think I actually might come up from over here. I think I want to run a natural instinct in here. You got a crit strike chance one. A natural there gives you a nice chunk of goodness, and I do like that. I actually have a change in plans for over here. I think I'm going to pick up Golem's Blood. I'm going to drop all of this, and I'm going to run a large thread there. This gives me Art of the Gladiator and Master of the Arena. And of course, Panopticon. Gonna for sure come up the highway, pick up all these goodies. More multi. Regen while moving. Now, do I have any Watcher's Eyes for precision? Probably just take the crit multi one. Do I have any clusters for two-handed weapons? 1-8 passive. It's an old cluster too. Oh, for the mediums, I want Titanic Swing and Towering Threat. I'm not sure. Magnifier Titanic? That's probably fine, honestly. I'm not gonna go crazy here. Titanic Swing and then Towering Threat were the two, but Titanic Swing, I guess, plus, you know, what else? Magnifier should be okay. There's the Towering Threat, so it's the life in the AoE. Starting to think I got lucky on the first one. Okay, we'll just stop with Titanic Swing's Magnifier. Now for the large, I'm just looking for 3 mods, I think, really, for now. Okay. Just more unique damage. Well, I guess I could probably exalt this. Yeah, it seems fine. Nestle this bad boy in here. Who's in the back? Brutal's in the back. I guess I have to get them all, pretty much. Bing. Bong. What I'm curious about is if I pick up the Fortify Mastery, do I get Fortify from Rage Vortex? I mean, legally it's melee. I digress. What sort of amulets are people wearing? I've seen Strangle Gasp, a rare one on one guy. That's kind of cool. Other one else is just rare amulets with tier 1 fizz. Makes sense since we're pulling bunch of converted damage, so having high flat makes sense. Strangle Gasp is pretty fucking cool though, but it looks like tier 1 fizz and an amulet's kind of important. See what treasures I have to offer this world. All attributes, fizz, damage to attacks, a little bit of res. That one's not bad actually. We can use that for now. Boots are going on. What's my res looking like? Not great. Can travel north here. Pick up some res and run another jewel. Some people are running minimums. We talked about that. Others are just running nice rares. I do have an endurance charge Grand Spectrum, so I could use that. I could run, what else? Power charge Grand Spectrum and an ailment Grand Spectrum. I don't have the power charge one, do I? Slight problemo, huh? I guess temporarily I can put in the all res one. 1, 2, there is 3. Hey look, I've got more res. With my endurance charges, I have even more res. I got more auras to run. Yeet. That's looking big now. Alright, we're getting there. Now, a rare body, I probably have some real big, juicy legacy explosion thing. That I don't doubt. And kind of there it is. So I could obviously use something like that. But that seems a bit disingenuous for the project. Let's see what the Dapper Prodigy decides to hit. Maybe I'll hit something and I'll just craft it out real quick. That might be good enough. There's the melee hits can fortify. I don't know if this works for Rage Vortex. We'll head to the land of all testing, obviously, the Blood Aqueducts. If I gain fortify on hitting something, obviously we know it works. And onslaught. didn't get fortified, did I? Yep, I did. Okay, there's fortified. Alright, so I am fortified. My boots, I do want to get avoid ailments and action speed. I'm not going to go crazy. That's fine. There we go. Multi for attacks. Alright. Perfect. Hit it with the lucky alchemy. Bam. Cool. I have no shortage of deafening greeds. So we're just looking for... basically, I guess, res. Specifically cold res, I guess? Lightning, chaos, fire. I want it cold. Can I change the lightning to something else? Change lightning to cold. Okay. Craft on the avoid ailments modifier. With the helmet, I don't have the rage vortex enchant. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. We'll just snag a nightmare bassinet, I guess, and just use that. I guess if I just hit AoE, that'll be probably what I do. The Exarch portion. Lord, give me strength. Yeah, I guess tier 1 chaos res and then like life. So we'll just try to hit tier 1 life. Good, that'll do. That's actually fantastic. No exaggeration. That is a great helmet. Zero complaints here. I don't know what I want. Probably just AoE and gem. Yep, let's go with that. Perfect roll. Gotta manage these auras properly, I think. I'm gonna have to juggle some stuff around, potentially. The Ascendancies, I need to have Aspect of Carnage, Rite of Ruin, and then Warbringer. People typically put Blitz as their, like, Flesh and Flame, but I don't have such technology. But this is what we're looking like right now. I mean, it's like atrociously large, right? So we're definitely on the right track. Ancestral Warchief, multiple totems, Protector. I'll just put both the totems and then life tap in this setup. And just to make it comfy, I guess. I got my single target totems, got my spacebar for angry mode, leaping, and then I got right clicking to fucking yeet the vortex. So I'm at 87% chance to avoid ailments. I'm just like looking around. If I run crystal skin, it puts me at 100%. So silver, black, brown on my amulet here. Silver, black, brown, crystal skin on. And with that, I should be turn on my fucking auras again. 100% chance to avoid ailments. Love it. Chance to hit's a little on the low side. I think I might pick up Eagle Eye here. And then maybe we'll pick up the Accuracy Mastery for precision. Oh, just kidding. I have to pick up Secret of Suffering down there. Totally forgot about that. Drop the Determination Mastery, can't I? A little on the low end, I guess, but it seems fine, honestly. 2% regen while moving is probably pretty okay, I guess. I don't really know. Chance to hit's 100% though now. I like that. I'm not sure if I've checked every box, every bell and whistle. That I don't know, right? I have these all to set to use when full. So I really shouldn't even be using flasks hypothetically. And lab today is unfortunately not good. I guess let's just run a map and see what happens. Don't really know what to expect. So, you know, a lot of my gems are not leveled to the max. Well, why am I so slow now? Well, my rage is building. Well, I kill things at least. Well, this feels fine. But going into this, I described it as a one-button build. I mean, it really feels like that, I would say. I'm walking around holding right-click and... I mean, not holding right-click, I'm tapping right-click aggressively. Everything's dying, though. This is a tier 16. The AoE feels good. The clear feels good. We have no concept of, like, what my damage is. The AoE is just, like, nutso large for, I guess, a quote-unquote melee skill. Although I am on sand stance, to be fair. I can only imagine when I had the actual alt quality that makes the storms move faster. Here's a kind of tricky map boss. I'm not sure where the boss is. Hello, Maven. Oh, single Tegret seems fine. I don't really know what, like, my survivability is like, because I have this weird double petrified blood meme going on here. But things seem to die at a decent pace. My life pool looks like it's going wackadoodle up and down. But it seems, I guess, okay. I'm not really sure. Maybe I just die magically at any point in time here. There's single target. don't know if this is good or bad, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It feels, I guess, okay. I'm sure I'm missing things. The size of the Rage Storms is kind of crazy, though. I think I've had Berserk up for a while now, and it's... Oh, it just dropped, finally. So here's the single target with both the totems. Yeah, on a map like Toxic Sewer, though, just because the AoE is so tremendous, I feel like... I mean, this is definitely really enjoyable. So things to upgrade. Gem levels. That's fun. Life pool through jewels. Alt quality Blood Rage. Or, sorry, Rage Vortex. My gear, I guess, isn't tremendous, but it's pretty okay. No Helm Enchant. I mean, Forbidden Flesh and Flame seems like a thing people want. Probably the Life Grand Spectrum instead of the Res Grand Spectrum. Overall, the build feels pretty okay, though. I do feel like when the map first starts, you should just, like, run around for 2 seconds until you kind of get going. And then once you get going, you don't stop going. I'm not sure what the budget of what I'm currently wearing is, but I don't think it's that expensive if you were in like, Trade League. There's both totems up. Again, like, it dies pretty quick. Single target feels okay. So currently running Blood and Sand, Herald of Purity, Vitality, Precision, Determination, Petrified, Blood. I can run one more aura on my life, right? Why would I not do that? Why aren't people doing that? Now that is a pretty cool Void Forge. Corrupted for Onslaught and Fortify. God damn. Oh, you know what? I actually do have a Locus of Corruption. I should really truly send it to end the video. I mean, I like the build. It's perfectly fun. I mean, hitting Onslaught or Fortify would definitely make me want to play the build more, I'll tell you that much. League start-wise, I don't think it'll be too bad if you were to do this with nothing. I still just feel like, as a starter build, starters are so strong now between all the variety of trappers and all the variety of miners and totem builds and poison builds, that's kind of like, why would you play, you know, not one of those and then do something like melee, especially if you're doing melee not to do Bone Shatter. But, you know, it's the current year. Yeah, the damage is really good, actually. It feels really strong when you have, like, you know, it's just the classic melee problem where if you have your buff plus plus secondary buff, fucking obviously your single target burst, and that's kind of the meta we're in right now, is various, like, accessory for single target abilities, whether it's exposures or totems or, like, this sort of stuff, but feels good. Vial of Fate. Which one's that one? Story of the Vow. That's the sword. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed building Rage Vortex along with me. I know the video is probably a little long, but, you know, I just wanted to showcase the entire process, and hopefully you glean some sort of joy or insight out of this. Let's double corrupt my 6-link Void Forge now, because we're just gonna kind of send it, and let's just see what fate it befalls. Personally, my luck for this is dog shit, so I'm gonna assume this is going to be gone, and best case scenario probably would be the Fortify plus the Onslaught. Here we go. Attack speed, fizz damage. Is that better than the 30% Ellie? Probably, maybe. I mean, negligibly possible. Attack speed's not bad. It's not terrible. I bet you that's like, you know, a 1 or 2% increase or decrease in some direction. So, you know, there's that. Whelming, to say the least. But Rage Vortex is not whelming. Rage Vortex is pretty fun. Would recommend. Go check it out.